Thanks for tuning into our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an affiliate site in the education space. The site makes just under $2,200 per month in net profit. The listing number on this one is 40312. Now, we do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the sites they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller Anna with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Thanks for coming on, Anna. Appreciate it.
Hi. Thank you.
All right, so let's do a quick summary of the business, and Anna, you can tell me if this is right or wrong. This is actually a course business. You have multiple courses. You've had the courses for a little over a year now. You built them in November 2014, and then you built the website actually in May of 2015, kind of as an afterthought. The monthly revenue is $2,178 a month. That's a 3-month average. And the profit is the same, $2,178 a month over the last 3 months on average. It's built on WordPress. We're listing this at a 19x multiple. And you've got an excellent growth curve over the last 6 months or so. This comes with a Facebook page that has 2.2K likes. So 2,200 likes on your Facebook page, and that drives most of the traffic. Is that about right, Anna?
Yes, it is.
Great. Okay, so we're going to get into the business and all the details and how it works and everything. But before we do that, Anna, can you tell me a little bit about your background in building and running this online business? I mean, how did you get started? What got you started? How did this begin?
Well, first, I have a degree in biomedical science, so it's very different from SEO and websites. But because I live in a country with, a crisis and corruption, there's no jobs in any area. So I had to do something else. And I always was very good with the internet. I play piano since I have 6 years old, and I'm very fast typing in my language, not in English. I'm kind of slow. But in Portuguese, I'm very fast. So I just thought, well, I'm good at it and I like the internet. Maybe I can learn something. And I always been a self-taught, learn by myself. And I thought I can maybe learn something. And I start building websites and learning more about SEO and learning about building, monetizing, and then selling. And that just started like that. And then I built the courses. I started courses about making money online and traffic. So it was a process. It started like that. And then I did a website about the courses that I built.
Awesome.
Just like that.
So you're in a position where you're in Portugal, there's corruption, there's not a ton of jobs. You're like, look, I'm not trying to get a job here. I'm going to work online. I'm going to find a way to make this work.
I just don't want to get out of this crisis thing. Everyone is talking about crisis. I have no job. Oh God, I just want to get out of this world and start fresh, new, with another mind, different people. So I started online. I couldn't get out of here without money. So that was the way I found.
Awesome. So you said, look, I can create these courses. I've got some traffic. I've got a Facebook page. I can promote it through the page. And you started making money that way. And then you realized, look, I might as well set up a site. So you set up a site that kind of reviews your own courses and kind of funnels traffic to the courses, and people buy the courses from you, and then you get paid. So that's basically how the site makes money, right?
Yes. Everything works together. And I just realized this is working. I have a lot of likes on the Facebook page, and I almost don't do anything on it. And I get some traffic to my website, and then I get traffic to the courses. So everything works together very good, and that's the way I do it.
So let's talk about niche selection. I mean, why did you decide to go with courses instead of selling e-commerce, selling goods, or instead of selling, or creating affiliate pages? Why did you decide to sell courses?
I work on the internet and this SEO and flipping business for 3 years now. And I tried a lot of different things and I wasted a lot of money. I tried all of that you said, but it didn't work. And at the point I thought, I know so many things. How can I not make money online if I know so many things? Maybe I can teach other people what I learned. So I thought maybe I can create some courses. Just it happened that way. I know a lot of information that I just put together by myself. And I thought it would be a very good subject to make a course, and it really worked. The first course that I created, It was the first course about flipping websites in that platform.
Were there any bloggers or podcasts you listened to that kind of inspired you? I mean, how did you learn about flipping websites, and then how did you learn how to create a course?
I don't know. It just came around. I'm always trying to get new ideas. And at one point, I just get some ads about online platforms to make courses. And I thought, wow, this is so great. I have to try that.
Yeah.
Just happened. It just came across me.
And you kind of figured it out as you went along. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about your reason for sale. Like, why are you selling this business instead of just keeping it and growing it over the next couple of years?
Well, I think it's something in my mind. I don't like my English. I don't like to hear myself. It's a thing of mine. It's not, other people say I'm very good at it. And actually, I think people like it because it sounds very genuine. When I do my courses, they identify themselves with me. I can see that about 60% of my audience is from the United States, but 40% is from other countries.
Yeah.
Some of them do speak Portuguese like me, and they are learning in English. But I don't like it. I take too much time to reply. It's ridiculous. I can take 1 hour to reply a very easy and simple question because I think it's not very well writing, and then I have to check on Google. It's just too time consuming.
That's interesting. I wonder if, some of your customers that have bought the courses, the 40% that are non-native English speaking, let's say, if they actually just appreciate the fact that you're, non-native English speaker too, and they're like, look, she can do it, I can do it.
They do. I get some replies saying, you are so good at it. Why do you say you don't like your accent? Because I think I talk about it during the course. I say, I'm sorry for my accent. And they really appreciate it and they like it. It's genuine. But a little percentage of the American people, I think they don't like it very much. They don't say anything, but I think they don't like it. Or maybe it's in my mind, I don't know. Maybe it's in my mind. I just want to get something that I don't need to contact directly with the customers or with the students.
So you're looking to get away from courses. You'd like to do something else. You don't want to have direct, contact with the customers anymore. So you're looking to go in another direction. I don't have to reply all the time
with some questions. Exactly. Yes. I just want to get away from that.
Okay. What's your plan for the cash when you sell? Are you going to take a vacation? Are you going to reinvest in another business? What's your plan?
A vacation, it would be very nice, but it's not in my plans right now. I just want to reinvest all of it.
One of the concerns, if I'm looking to buy this site, I want to make sure that you're not going to create the same courses over and over again and start competing with me. Are you looking to do more courses, or are you looking to go with something else?
No, not now. I'm actually thinking about creating some courses, but in Portuguese and directly with people physical. So nothing in digital way. I want to try another thing. I want to help people around me that actually come to me and say, what do you do? What is that? How do you do that? What did you learn? How did you learn? Do you teach me? So I realized that's a market there. Here, right here.
There are some people that like to run physical good e-commerce companies. They like to be able to sell something you can touch. And there is something kind of nice about that. If there is something you're selling, an actual physical product that you can sell to someone, I can appreciate, that people, like that and like to head that route. Let's talk a little bit about the business. So your first course was created November 2014. So it's a little over a year old. And then I think you create another course. So you have multiple courses. And then you realize, hey, I should probably have a website. So in May of 2015, you created a website. Up until then, all of your traffic was through Facebook, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a Facebook page. You were posting there pretty regularly, and you were selling your courses through the traffic on the Facebook page. Then you created the site in May 2015, started sending the traffic there. How did the site perform? Like when you created it in May, did you get traffic like right away?
No, not much. Things didn't change much. It has been a very slow process. And I'm getting a little bit of organic traffic now because the site has some posts about that online platform. And that website still needs a lot of work, and then that is not a bad thing. I think who gets this website can try a lot of different things. They can try to make more articles. They can try to maybe do like a coupon website that's very popular, and they can make money with the affiliate because the affiliate of this online platform pays around 40%. for the courses that they sell. So there's a world of possibilities that you can try on that website. There's no PBN on it, that no backlinks made. So a lot of things can be done without risking the main revenue that comes from the courses. So I think it's a good thing. People want to try different things, don't want to get a website that already have a lot of SEO done. For example, I don't like websites that already have a PBN on it because I'm not scared. What kind of PBN is that? It's going to work? It's that good backlinks or not that good?
Yeah.
In this case, there's no problem with that. So it's a good thing. You can try a lot of different approaches.
So you're saying right now that because you don't have a PBN built, even though most of your traffic still comes from Facebook, you're starting to get some organic traffic to the site, and you're saying there's a lot of opportunity for someone to do SEO or to improve the site because that's just going to be additional customers and more people buying the courses, correct?
Exactly. Yes, you can try more SEO, more content.
Do you make any money from affiliate courses that are not your courses, that are someone else's? Where does most of the money come from? Your own courses or from affiliates?
For my courses, I used to do more money with affiliate, but I had kind of a problem. They pay by check. They don't pay by direct deposit here because I'm in Europe.
Yep.
And I didn't like that very much because when I went to the bank, they said it's going to cost more for you to get this money than the money itself.
Yeah.
So I just give up of that. But I was really making money on it. 1 month, I made more than $500 in 2 days.
Wow.
So yes, that's a very, very good market because they pay very well. 40%, it's a very good for affiliate.
Yeah.
And with the Facebook page, you can just go there. I just give that because they pay by check. That's all. Because if you get from direct deposit, go for it.
What did you learn building this site or building this business that really worked out really well? Was there anything that you figured out that was really successful?
I know that I tried a lot of things and I failed. And in this case, I didn't fail. Yay!
So the courses are working. But actually, let's get into some of the failures. So we talked before, we started this, that you said you tried some paid Facebook advertising and it was a mess. You said you were spending money and it wasn't profitable, so you dropped it. So, that's actually opportunity for someone that was looking to buy this and knows paid Facebook traffic really well.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think it's a very good opportunity because people in the internet are crazy about online courses right now. It's a very huge thing. And coupons, people are crazy about coupons. Coupons for online courses, it's perfect.
Done.
If you know how to get the traffic. I'm not good at it. What
else have you tried with this site or with this business that didn't work? Paid Facebook didn't work, but what else have you done that wasn't so good?
I know that I tried. One thing that I did, it was very bad. I tried to make the posts on this website about my courses, and I just copy-paste. I'm so ashamed of this. This is not from an SEO person, but I just copy-paste everything from the online platform, the description, and I just posted. It didn't work in rankings. That was so stupid. So you need to write all the unique content.
So you went back and had to change the content. You wanted to make the content unique instead of just copying and pasting from...
Yes, that was a thing that didn't work very well.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I can see why that wouldn't work, and you're right at SEO person copying content. No good. So let's talk a little bit about the traffic. The majority of the traffic still comes from social or from Facebook, and those are organic posts that you do on the Facebook page that has about 2,200 likes right now. You're getting some organic. Are you doing anything else? Do you have any paid traffic or any referral traffic or anything like that, or is it just mostly social and organic?
No, just social. There's some direct traffic also I can see here in Google Analytics. Mm-hmm. And there's some organic search too, but it's still growing. It needs more. And specifically, I think it needs backlinks. I'd made any backlinks, but with some backlinks and a little bit of more content, the website could work very well.
I think someone taking a look at the site, can determine exactly kind of where the keywords, where it's ranked for, and then try to make tweaks and improvements both on-site and off-site to make that SEO better. Tell me, how much content is on the site right now? How many pages of content?
It's little. It's about 10 pages, not more. It's like a little baby that still needs to grow in always. It needs to grow on SEO, needs more content, because I'm focusing more on the courses than I'm focusing on the website.
That's when the money comes in, right? Is through
Exactly.
the courses. So I got to say, that's one of the questions I would have as a buyer. So I'm buying your courses, right? So I get all the rights to the courses. I take those over. I get access to the site. I get access to the Facebook. So I've got kind of the traffic delivery system. What I don't have is I don't have Anna's skills. I don't have Anna's skills in creating courses. Yes. So how do I get that from you so that I can create course after course over the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months? Are you going to sit down with the new buyer and explain like some other courses?
Yes, I can sit down and try my best in English if the buyer speaks English, and I'm here to help. I can give a free course to anyone.
a course on building courses. Let's talk about this, Anna. Let's say you were going to keep the site, right? And let's say you weren't going to sell the site, you were going to keep it. And you're going to keep it for another 2, 3, 5, 10 years, whatever. What would you say the opportunities are? What do you think you would work on? Would you work more on courses? Would you work more on SEO for the site? Or would you try to do both?
I got to tell you something that I just discovered about 2 weeks ago, and this is huge for me. Everyone is talking about how to make courses. There are courses about how to make courses, and there are a lot of them. And none of them, at least the ones that I checked, talk about one thing that is very important. It's to make SEO for the courses, but to rank on Google, because everyone is talking about how to rank on that online platform. I think it's more important how to rank on Google. And I'm just trying 2 weeks from now to build some backlinks directly to the page of the courses. And it's working very, very well.
So let me get this right.
I didn't told you this, so this is new for you too.
Yeah. So you're doing some SEO, not to the site, but to the courses directly to help them rank better in Google. So what you're saying is you can build backlinks to the courses on the different platforms. And I
don't know if anyone tried this. I didn't get any information about this on the web. And this works extremely well.
No, I totally believe it. And let me tell you why. So I know a very similar strategy. So I know a top SEO guy. And what he does for his clients, what he does for himself, is he gets articles. Let's see, he has like an article on Huffington Post or Forbes or Entrepreneur or whatever, and it mentions him, it links to him and like talks about his company a little bit. What he'll do is he'll perform SEO on that page. So he'll work on getting that page ranked really well for keywords. So, if it's Forbes.com, it's going to have a much easier chance for getting ranked for really good keywords than whatever your site is, right? Because it's Forbes.com. If it's Udemy.com, it's going to have a much better chance of getting ranked for whatever the keywords is than whatever site you have. So, yeah, I could see how that would be an effective strategy.
It works because it's an authority site already. Yeah. And Google, it's not going to penalize it if you just mess up with backlinks anyway. So, yes, it works very well. I did about 10 links, and I already am ranking number 1 for a lot of long tail keywords. And I have a good ranking too for another keywords that have a lot of searches per month, like 100 or 800 searches per month. And I'm ranking already on it.
That's awesome. You can start tracking your keyword rankings in like Moz or an SEMrush. You can do it for that page. That's pretty cool.
Yes, I'm tracking, and it's really working. I just did that with one course. So anyone that tries to do that with all courses or more courses that they just create, it's going to work. This is very good. I'm very excited with this.
Me too, Anna. I think that's really interesting. So, I mean, I'm sure whoever the buyer is, I'm sure you can sit down with them and kind of show them what you did and how you built those links to the course directly to help get that improved and to get more sales for yourself. Let's talk, Anna, about some of the risks. Like, if you were going to keep this business, what would you see as the risks over the next 2 to 5 years? And what are the risks that the buyer needs to consider? I'll tell you the first one, the one I already kind of mentioned is, I'm taking over this business, and I have to create new courses. And if I don't know how to create courses, that could be challenging. My other question is how long will these courses continue to make money? Will they last 6 months? Will they last 3 years? Will they last 5 years? That's the other question.
What I can see, the courses, the most popular courses on this online platform, they're for more than 1 year. They're for 2 or 3 years now. Yeah. And they're still making money, and they are increasing all the time because they are getting more and more students. I don't think there's a risk in there. I think the risk is in the competition. More courses with similar subjects.
Gotcha.
For example, I did the first about the flipping process. There were no courses about that, and now there are. But mine, it's the first one, so it's oldest and have more reviews, good reviews. That works in my favor. It's a positive thing. I'm not going to lose that.
Yeah, one thing I thought was interesting is like I thought this would be more like the launch, the internet marketing launches where they make a bunch of money the first couple of months and then they get worse and worse and worse. But if you look at your courses, they're actually getting better. So they've actually done better in the last 3 months than they did any other time. So I think that's kind of interesting. I think maybe there's a longer term growth curve to these types of courses. I agree with you on the competition. I think that is key. So if you're kind of owning the market, you've got one of the best courses in the space, and then 5 other people, 10 other people join you. Even though there are new students coming along, that new competition may wipe out the new students. So competition is something to keep an eye on and keep in mind. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Let's talk about, what kind of work is required for a new buyer. So if I'm going to buy this, I want to know kind of what you do, Anna, on a regular day. So can you describe to me what you do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? Are you putting a lot of work into this, a little bit of work? Like, how does that work?
Not putting a lot of work right now. I just create sometimes some posts on the Facebook, and it really needs more. I do little work. So anyone that buys and doesn't want to do a lot of work, just post 2 articles in a week. They spend 10 minutes and the earnings are the same. But yes, I recommend someone that make more posts on the Facebook and more articles on the website to gain more organic search.
I think there's a good opportunity for anyone who does any kind of Facebook marketing. They know that you, like in terms of paid traffic, they know that you can target specific groups. And there are groups out there that like certain things that would be good targets for your courses. And I think if they spend a little bit of money on marketing those groups, getting them to like the page, and then expanding the organic posts, I think they could get a lot of traction there. So I think that's a really interesting way to grow it out. And you're saying you only do a couple of posts a week. I think obviously that can be expanded. People could also look to purchase or to have transferred to them other Facebook pages that are in a niche that they want to start selling a course in. And then that'll give them even more traction. So they could have 3, 5, 10 Facebook pages that they manage, especially if they're good at social media marketing.
Exactly. And also on courses, it's important to interact with students. And there's an opportunity to send email marketing to all students, and I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't do it. And that's a thing that you should do.
So you could email, you haven't emailed any of your students before?
I don't have it. The platform does. And the platform allows us to send the emails, and we can make a lot of different, we can make marketing. We can just send an update of the course to all students. There's a lot of things that can be done with email, and I'm not good in email marketing too. So that's another opportunity there.
Tell me a little bit about the courses. Like when you sit down to record the courses, first you have a plan. So you have a plan on what you want to say. You plan that out. And then you sit down and you do the videos. How many videos are there? How long are they? Like, how does that work?
There's some rules that you need to follow that platform. You can't do lessons with more than 20 minutes. But I think 20 minutes is more than enough. Or you can just divide a lesson if you need to, part 1 and part 2 if it's more than 20 minutes. So it's okay.
Yep.
In the beginning, I trained a lot and I was just deleting everything. I didn't like it. But then I just started talking by myself in the microphone, and it worked pretty well.
You're funny, Anna. I think that's awesome. I'm horribly terrified of video. Like, I hate video. Joe and I both hate video, but we're perfectly happy to do audio. We do podcasts and we do lots of interviews, and audio's fine, but the video creeps me out, man. I see you doing the videos. I'm like, oh.
I just have my face on the intro. I don't have my face in the rest, so it's easy. It's just audio.
There you go. Yeah, you can do a couple of minutes in the intro to say hi, and then it's all screens.
But I don't like to see myself. I hate it. I just do it and it's done. I don't want to see it again.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. I mean, I think the skills required, in terms of creating these videos, it's not that hard. You have to get over the initial showing your face, and then you can do the videos. Do you have some ideas? So if a buyer buys this from you, can you give them like 4 or 5 course ideas that you've been thinking about that they can run with and build?
I think it's very important. I didn't did this, and this is very important, to just do some research. I didn't did research. I just started a course in what I think it was good, and I had luck.
Yep.
You need to do a little research of people. SEO. like you go to AdWords and check on the keyword tool.
Yep.
It's making sense.
Yeah. See how many what the search volume is, and yeah.
Yes, exactly. You need to do that, and because you need to choose the right
for the courses
title.
You're saying, like see which courses people are searching for, and then SEO your course so that people go to it and via search traffic, right?
Yes, and you need to do that. It's the first thing you need to do because you need to search the right title, because that's going to be the fixed URL. You cannot change that. You can change the title, but you never can change the URL.
This is really interesting. So you're basically doing, what we've done and many of our customers and listeners have done with niche sites. You're doing it for Udemy courses. So you're optimizing those courses. You're building backlinks to those. You have a site, but it's kind of like extra. It reviews the courses and gives more information about them, but it's kind of extra to the actual business. I think it's really interesting.
Yes, exactly. It's a full package.
Let's do some additional questions because, these are questions that buyers might have. One of the concerns, I don't want to buy this business from you and then have you create the same courses and start competing with me, because we talked about competition. Would you be willing to sign like a non-compete saying that, for a year or 2 years, I won't build courses in this niche?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, no problem at all.
Okay, and then in terms of support, there are a couple of things that I'd want as a buyer. Like I'd want to make sure that, first off, you're going to kind of show me what you do on a daily basis. Make sure you're able to give me some email support of 5 questions. You also put on there that you'd be willing to do 2 hours worth of Skype calls. If someone has questions, they need to work through something. I think that would be helpful, especially as they start looking to build new courses and to talk about some of your SEO strategies that have worked for you. So as a buyer, I'd want to make sure I use that so, I can take over the business and keep it running and grow it from there.
Yes, I can do some Skype interviews, chat, and we can change emails. I'm here to help.
Cool.
I want to help. Yes. I understand this is very specific niche, and so I want to help.
Cool. And then Anna, obviously from Empire Flipper's perspective, if we can get you a 100% cash offer, that would be best, right? But sometimes, let's say a buyer comes along and they say, look, I'll pay 100% to Empire Flippers, but I want 70% released in the beginning, and I want 30% released after 30 days. I just want to make sure that I get the training and I take it over properly. Is that something you'd be open to?
Yes, we can talk about it, yes.
Okay. Depending on the offer and how it comes in. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. All right, so let's do a quick wrap-up on the business. The niche is online education. It was actually started November 2014, but the site you created for this, it was in May 2015. The business is basically online courses. You've created a few of them. You've done some optimization on those courses to get them ranked in Google. The monthly revenue is $2,178 a month. That's on a 3-month average. Again, same thing for net profit, $2,178 on average over the last 3 months. The site's built on WordPress. We're listing this to 19x multiple, means 19 times the net monthly profit. You've got an excellent growth curve going on. It looks like it's been growing month over month, and you're willing to provide the support and training for a new buyer to step in and take this over. Anna, what would be your best pitch or your best argument if you wanted a buyer to buy this? What would you tell them, and why should they buy your site?
About the site itself, because there's no backlinks done or no PBN, there's no risk of penalization, and you can do a lot of things. You can make more articles, you can try different things, you can change the website without risking damage the main source of revenue. So there's a good thing there. You can work your skills on the website or just leave it like it is. There's also a Facebook page that's very interactive. If you are good in Facebook ads, go for it, because it's a very good niche about online courses and coupons. People are crazy about it. There's a very good opportunity in there. You should also interact with students. They want to know about things and more updates, and there's email marketing there that I'm not using it, and you should use, because there are more than 2,200. It's very similar to the likes in the Facebook page, 2,200 students on all the courses, and I'm not using email marketing to these students.
Gotcha.
And it's a passive income.
Yeah. 2,200 students. That's really cool. And Anna, by the way, thank you so much for coming on. For anyone that's listening to this and curious about this business, let's say you saw it on YouTube or whatever, you can click the link below to take you over to empireflippers.com and to the listing number 40312. If you're on the listing page right now and you've got some of the details, but you want more. You want to know the URL. You want to see proof of earnings, proof of traffic, all the details. You can pay a refundable deposit. Just look up to the top right-hand corner, click the button where you pay a deposit, and that information will be sent over to you. You'll get all the information so you can do your due diligence and make an informed buying decision. Again, Anna, thank you so much for coming on and informing all the listeners and potential buyers. We really appreciate it, and thanks for sharing your business with us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.